Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack the financial secrets of the business world. And today we're dissecting the latest report from Edgewell Personal Care Company, a company you might know from brands like Chic and Playtex. Get ready because we're diving deep into their recent financial performance and what it means for the company's future. So Edgewell Personal Care Company has just released their report covering their fourth quarter and the entire fiscal year ending the 30th of September 2025. Think of this as their yearly checkup to see how they've been doing financially. It is important to remember that these numbers are from the 13th of November 2025, so they're giving us a snapshot of their performance up until the end of September. Now, companies like Edgewell have to file these reports with the Securities and Exchange Commission or SEC to keep investors and the public informed. It is all about transparency, really. This particular filing is what is called an 8K report, which usually means something significant has happened. In this case, it is all about announcing their financial results. Their stock is traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol EPC. That is an important little detail because it tells us how readily their shares can be bought and sold on the market. When we look at the financial results for their common stock, we're essentially looking at the financial health of the company as a whole. The main event here is their press release from the 13th of November, which is included as an exhibit. This press release is packed with the juicy details about their earnings. They're telling us how much money came in and how much went out for the final quarter of their fiscal year and for the entire year. It is crucial to understand these numbers because they paint a picture of the company's profitability and its ability to grow. So what are these results telling us? While the full press release is attached and the details are quite specific and technical, we often see companies highlight key financial metrics. We're looking for things like total revenue, net income, and earnings per S-hair. For a company like Edgewell, which makes everyday consumer products, understanding sales trends is paramount. Are more people buying their razors, their skincare products, or their feminine care items? A strong performance here means customers trust their brands and are willing to spend. A dip could signal increased competition or a shift in consumer preferences that they need to address. While I can't pull specific numbers directly from that press release without having it as a separate document to analyze, I can tell you what we'd be looking for in a typical earnings report. We would examine their revenue growth year over year. If revenue is up, say, by 5%, that is good. But if it is down 5%, that means for every 20 customers they had last year, they now have 19. That could be a sign that competitors are stealing market share or that their products are becoming less appealing. We'd also scrutinize their profit margins. Are they able to turn their sales into actual profits? If their costs of producing their goods have gone up significantly, this can eat into their profits even if sales are strong. This is where we see if they are managing their expenses efficiently or if rising costs are a real threat to their bottom line. The filings also often include other useful exhibits. For instance, the cover page interactive data file is something that helps in analyzing the financial information more deeply and efficiently. It is like a digital summary that makes it easier to compare numbers across different periods and companies. Now let's talk about the story within these numbers. Edgewell operates in a very competitive consumer staples market. Think about other big players in the shaving category or in skincare. They need to constantly innovate and market their products effectively to stand out. If their sales are growing, it suggests they are doing a good job in this crowded space. If sales are flat or declining, it signals that they might be losing ground to rivals or that their marketing efforts aren't hitting the mark. The fact that they're releasing this report on the 13th of November and it covers up to the 30th of September means we're getting a look at how they ended their fiscal year. This is important because the last quarter of a fiscal year can often be a strong one driven by holiday shopping or specific promotional activities. Seeing how they finish the year gives us a good indication of their momentum going into the next fiscal period. Looking at this from a Warren Buffett perspective, and I often do with these reports, we want to see companies that have a durable competitive advantage. For Edgewell, this would be their brand recognition and customer loyalty. Are their brands strong enough that people will continue to buy them even if there are cheaper alternatives? We also need to see if they are reinvesting smartly in their business, whether that is in new product development or in marketing to maintain that brand strength. So to sum it up, this filing is all about Edgewell Personal Care Company's financial performance, and the key takeaway is often found in their revenue and profit figures. It is about understanding if they are growing their sales, are they making money, and are they managing their costs effectively in a tough market. Now, for my take on Edgewell based on this filing without specific numbers, it is clear they are operating in a dynamic consumer goods sector. Their strength lies in their established brands. The biggest opportunity for them is likely to continue innovating and adapting to changing consumer tastes, perhaps focusing more on sustainability or direct-to-consumer channels. A significant risk they face is intense competition and the potential for economic downturns to impact consumer spending on non-essential personal care items. If their recent performance shows strong growth and healthy margins, they are likely on a solid trajectory. If the numbers indicate stagnation or decline, they will need to reevaluate their strategies quickly. Alright, that is our wrap up of Edgewell Personal Care Company's latest report. What is your take on their performance and market position? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more insightful analysis. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for even more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.